And welcome to the Allen Americans podcast on this Sunday. Tommy Daniels, so glad to be joined by the co-captain and the longest tenured player of your Allen Americans, Spencer Asuchak. Let's start
Well,
right here. Good to see you, first of all. Let's start it with the big news in your life recently. And it was done in a hot air balloon. I got to hear the story on this, and whose idea was this? Was this yours or somebody's back home?
was just kind of my idea. I was trying to looking for something memorable and fun to do, and came across hot air balloons, and it was something that she always wanted to do. So I kind of surprised her with that, and then surprised her again when we were up there.
Did she have any idea that this was coming? Did she know when you guys went up in the balloon that you were about to get engaged?
I don't think so. No, I kind of surprised her the night before. Said we were going hot air ballooning, and then she was excited about that. And then she might have thought something was up, but I think it was a pretty good surprise.
Well, congratulations on that. That is phenomenal. And
Thank you.
have you set a wedding date yet, or do you know when that's going to happen?
No, we're not too sure. Maybe next summer once everything kind of dies down.
You're home now. Is she with you?
Yeah, she's working right now actually, but we're in Chase, BC on the lake right now.
Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. You're back. So let's start here, too, with some news around the National Hockey League. Obviously, everybody has an opinion on this, with Tuukka Rask announcing yesterday he is opting out of the bubble. First of all, your thoughts on that, and how would you feel if that was your teammate?
I think it's kind of hard. Yeah, I mean, you never really know what's going on at home, so you might have some stuff that they got to do. But I think personally, it'd be pretty hard for me to leave the team in playoffs. But it's hard to say. You never know what's going on. But yeah, it's kind of surprising.
Do you think that he will be back with Boston next year, or when a guy leaves like this in the playoffs? And he had an interview earlier in the week where he said it didn't feel like playoffs, didn't have the atmosphere. I get it. There's no fans in there, but that didn't go over too well in his room. What does Boston do? Do you think he'll ever be a part of the Bruins again?
Yeah, I was kind of wondering that. I don't know. I saw Sweeney's interview, and it seemed like they were kind of backing him pretty good. So maybe he'll be fine, but who knows?
Biggest surprise in the NHL playoffs so far?
I think I like how Columbus is keeping in there with Tampa. It's pretty cool. The Islanders smoking. I think they're beating Washington right now, aren't they? So that's go 3-up.
Yeah, that might be a bit of a surprise. But how about Montreal?
Oh yeah, Montreal. That's the other one. That's been crazy. They dominated the last couple of games.
Yeah, are you enjoying watching these playoffs? And nobody knew how it was going to be, Spencer, without the fans in the building. But I think the NHL's done a really good job.
Yeah, it's definitely better than I think everybody's chomping at the bit to watch some sports. So it's pretty exciting to watch anything right now. So I think they're doing a good job. But I don't mind it too much. About the fans.
What about Pittsburgh? What do they do? A lot of rumblings about what's going on. They fired all their assistant coaches. I know you're a big Crosby fan. What do they do? Because you're at a point where both Crosby and Malkin are both getting older. They've won their cups. Do you think they dismantle that team?
Yeah, I think they kind of got to do something. It seems like their window's kind of past now. I think I don't know. I saw the last game. Crosby and Malkin both played under 20 minutes, and they had like no shots on goal. So it's kind of surprising to see. But I think they gotta do something about the supporting cast, and I just don't know if that team's working anymore.
Got to ask you what the temperature is in BC because it's going to be 104 here today.
Let's see. It's actually been pretty hot this week. It's supposed to be. I'll put it. It's in Celsius right now, but I'll put it in American Fahrenheit. It's supposed to be 91 today, and then about 90 all week.
Oh wow!
So it's pretty nice here, yeah.
Now, what do you do when you're home? Do you relax? Do you spend time with the family? Do you go out? Are you a fisherman? Do you go out boating? What do you do when you're back home in Canada?
Usually in the morning I go for a workout and a run and skate sometimes, and then during the day I try to do some stuff around the house, or we go out on the boat, we go golfing. We live in a pretty cool area, so it's nice.
When you're back home, what do you do? Do you like to be outdoors? Do you in the boat? Are you a fisherman? What do you do?
Can you hear me right now?
I can. Yep, you're kind of fading a little bit, but can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, there we go. I missed that whole thing you said.
Okay, we'll start again. So when you're back home, what do you like to do? Are you in the boat? Are you a bike rider, or are you a fisherman? What do you like to do?
In the mornings, we usually go work out. We got a good group there, and then we go skate. And then after that, a lot of times we'll go golfing or we go boating. We got a pretty nice boat on the lake, so try to go surfing and hang out in the water as much as I can. And then lots of hiking and stuff. And then trying to do the odd job, make a little bit of money in my spare time too.
Got to ask you about Chad Costello, because every fan asks me. I've talked to him. He's telling you the same thing. Have you talked to him lately? I haven't talked to him about a week or so. Does he know what he's doing yet?
I'm not too sure. I know he's still looking around. I think he probably has a few offers, but I texted him the other day, but it was just about fantasy baseball.
Speaking of which, I've mentioned this before in podcasts. I'm in your fantasy baseball league, which is very entertaining. A lot of former players, KCPO, Zabatel, Matthew Aubin, Alex Guptill, Zach Pachiro, Eric Roy, a lot of battling, a lot of funny texts going through. I think I enjoy the texts that go back and forth more than I enjoy playing the fantasy baseball. But the big thing now is every time there's a trade, and I know Zach Pachiro and Guptill are basically making offers every day.
Yeah.
And guys like Aubin come in and they veto the trade, and I know it drives Pachiro absolutely nuts.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's good entertainment. I think that group chat we got going is probably the best part of the baseball.
It is. It is a lot of fun. Speaking of baseball, are they going to be able to finish this year, Spencer?
At first, I didn't think they would because the teams were going down, but now it seems like they've found a way to. If teams are sick, then they just play different teams. So it seems like they got it figured out. And then I guess they're not trying to make everybody play the 60 games or whatever. They're going to go by winning percentage. So it seems like they got it figured out, but it's definitely weird.
All right, I'm going to end this podcast here with a little Q&A for you.
All right.
And we'll start with pizza. Pepperoni or cheese?
Pepperoni with extra meat.
There you go. Lucky Charms or Frosted Flakes?
Frosted Flakes.
Romantic comedy or drama? Maybe we should ask Cass this.
Probably romantic comedy.
Since it's Texas and you live in Texas half the year, Dr. Pepper or Coke?
I don't know. Not really either. I like Sprite. More of a Sprite guy.
All right. Duly noted. Video game or golf?
Golf.
Bike ride or a run?
Bike ride.
Pre-game skate or no pre-game skate?
No pregame skate.
There you go. A lot of people, they were doing it in Columbus, and they've been playing well in the playoffs the last couple of years. Yeah. And finally, last but not least, McDavid or Crosby?
Crosby all day.
Really? I wonder if that'll ever change. There's a lot of McDavid lovers in the league. Last but not least here, the last thing, family all doing okay?
Yeah, everybody's doing well, so it's been good.
When am I going to see you again here in Texas?
End of September.
I owe you a golf. We need to go golfing. We've been talking about this forever. Cole Frazier is texting me every other day. When did you talk to Asuchak? When are we going to go golfing? So when you get back in town, the three of us are going to have to take a day and go golfing.
Sounds good, Tommy.
Well, hey, enjoy the time. Congratulations again on being engaged. I think you caught all of us off guard with that, but we're proud of you, man. I love you. You've been here forever. The face of the franchise, and I love your family. Tell them I said hi, and enjoy the rest of your little vacation back home.
Sounds good. Thanks, Tommy. Love you, buddy.
Yep, love you too, man. Thanks, Spencer. Allen Americans co-captain Spencer Asuchak here on the Allen Americans podcast.